The increasing use of digital technology in mental health has broadened the scope of new addiction interventions. Researchers developing addiction treatments have begun using and trialing virtual reality and gaming to help patients overcome lack of impulse control and reduce relapse rates. Stay tuned to find out everything you need to know about gaming and if it can really help cure people's addictions and mental health issues. Trust us, you don't want to miss this. First up, is gaming and virtual reality being used to cure people's addictive illnesses? Let's take a look. So could tapping into the Matrix actually help you treat your alcoholism and drug abuse? Who wouldn't want Morpheus as our sponsor? All jokes aside, in an age of new and improved technology designed to change the way we learn, connect, and communicate, it's no surprise that the graphics of the gaming and entertainment world have done their best to stay current. And the evolution of the virtual world continues to increase at rapid rates. It appears to offer some new upgrades and potential treatments for the way we treat mental and health issues, such as addiction. In the field of mental health, virtual reality therapy, VRT, has been used successfully to treat phobias and even post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD. For example, researchers from Chung-Ang University Hospital in Seoul, South Korea, believe a similar approach could be the key to treating alcoholism. Following detox and virtual reality therapy, alcoholic participants experienced a reduction in their cravings for alcohol in a recent small-scale study. Pretty interesting, right? So, how does it all work? Well, it all comes down to exposure. The fundamental philosophy underlying this treatment strategy is that repeated exposure to whatever is painful or difficult reduces its ability to cause distress. So, instead of hiding from something, the subject is challenged to confront the issue head-on. Virtual reality treatments are most commonly used for patients suffering from anxiety disorders, and the concept of exposure is tested through repeated contact with situations or stimuli that commonly cause fear and dread. Of course, thanks to virtual reality, these contacts are always made in a safe and controlled environment, and patients have learned how to better manage real-life encounters with anxiety-producing conditions as a result of the contact to the fear or situation virtually. Dr. Doug Hyun Han of Chung-Ang University Hospital in Seoul and his colleagues conducted their research on the use of virtual reality exposure therapy for alcoholics by recruiting 12 patients who were already in treatment programs. Initially, all patients underwent a series of scans so that the researchers could study their individual brain metabolism. When they were compared to healthy volunteers, they were taken aback. The limbic circuit in alcohol-dependent patients' brains demonstrated a faster metabolism, which Dr. Han believes indicates a heightened sensitivity to stimuli, including drugs and alcohol. 12 study participants were given a week to detox from alcohol and other substances before undergoing 10 sessions of virtual reality therapy. The sessions were given twice a week and consisted of 3 distinct virtual scenes: a tranquil setting, a perilous setting, and a hostile environment. The high-risk environment was portrayed as a restaurant with other people drinking alcohol. Patients were subsequently surrounded by symptoms of people getting sick from drinking too much alcohol in the aversive setting, including sights, sounds, and smells. The participants returned for another brain scan after just 5 weeks of virtual reality therapy, and the outcome of this scan was very intriguing because each person's fast-paced brain metabolism had slowed after the VR treatment program. So this begs the bigger question: could confronting the situation in a controlled setting help prepare recovering alcoholics to face temptations in real life? And could this form of therapy help tame and ultimately get a hold of everyone's addictions? Now, there are likely many people who believe that there is no substitute for the real thing, and that using a virtual walkthrough to build resilience to drinking is far less effective than an active program of rigorous action. In any case, this new treatment may be contributing to the expansion of our treatment options. While these anti-drinking simulations are unlikely to be a reliable recovery plan in and of themselves, they may soon become a part of treatment plans to help lay the groundwork, which is probably a good thing. On the other hand, volunteers in one specific study who spent a working week in a virtual reality environment reported increased anxiety, decreased productivity, and migraines, which could have significant implications for the future of the work, especially if people begin to get addicted to VR. Now, according According to the Accenture report, more than 8 in 10 healthcare executives believe the metaverse will have a positive effect on the healthcare industry, with the metaverse being the next horizon within this sector, allowing surgical teams to be able to learn new procedures without physically being in the same operating room and using a deceased or a live patient. As you can see, using virtual reality as a means of healthcare and to manage mental and daily stressors could be extremely beneficial, but as they say, you have to take the good with the bad, with many believing using virtual reality will just become yet another addictive behavior. Speaking of virtual reality, how will it change our future? Technology has advanced drastically in the last 15 years, and many new gadgets are now available on the market. Without a doubt, virtual reality has to be one of the most recent and exciting technologies to hit the market. This rapidly growing technology is attracting many users, and more gadgets are using it to boost sales. Initially, VR was used to improve gaming experiences and to provide audiences with more engaging movie experiences. However, as its popularity and craze grew, large corporations such as Sony and Facebook began to invest in it. In this field, much experimentation and exploration has now begun. As a result, we anticipate that virtual reality will play a significant role in our future. Firstly, improved quality of life. Our lives will improve as virtual reality technologies advances. VR technologies will make smartphones safer, and the market will be flooded with smart tools such as VR goggles and VR devices. We can enjoy history, which is theoretically boring, explore space from Earth, see the surface of the moon in 3D, and much more with VR. All aspects of our lives will improve and become more practical. Second, virtual shops. One of the drawbacks of shopping online for many people is missing out on the joy of walking up and down the aisle. That void can be filled by virtual reality. Simply put on your VR glasses and you will be transported to a virtual shop that's specifically tailored to you. There could be an entire aisle dedicated to your personal favorite products. You can do all your shopping in one virtual mall. Next up, probably the most obvious, gaming. Because of gaming, virtual reality has grown in popularity. Consider a 3D Counter-Strike game. VR has already begun to dominate this field, and many more companies have begun developing new games using VR technology. Furthermore, gaming companies are working on the concept of VR gambling to improve the user experience. Third on our list is real estate. Real estate is a trillion-dollar industry. Virtual reality has enormous potential in home builder design centers, real estate marketplaces, applications that suggest home upgrade opportunities, interior design, neighborhood virtual tours, rental websites, and DIY applications. The use of VR within the real estate field can be significantly reduced operational costs while also improving lead quality. Next, traveling. Virtual reality allows you to travel the world without ever leaving your house. Yes, VR technology can transport you from your home to a completely different location. You can go shopping, travel, or socialize without leaving your house. Sounds ideal, right? Virtual reality technology is based on the concept of being there without actually being there. As a result, we can expect to see ocean waves in our homes, enjoy the sun and beach in Miami, and much more. With this technology, distant places will become your next door neighbors, and you can finally feel as though you are immersed in a completely different world while being in the comfort of your own living room. Learning and training will also be a big part of VR and how it will change the future. The quality of learning will greatly improve with the help of virtual reality. Practical knowledge is always superior to academic knowledge, and with the assistance of VR technology, actual exposure will increase. Surgeons can practice virtual surgeries. Pilots can feel the pressure before facing it, and much more. You can learn from experts using this technology. Concepts such as a virtual library already exist. EON Reality has created one, and large corporations such as Google are already providing one LAKH VR headsets to schools. And finally, new hire training and education. The incorporation of virtual reality into education has the potential to bring any kind of curriculum to life. Virtual reality is seriously a limitless tool that allows for immersion into a new environment, and when used correctly, it can expose students to things that would not otherwise be possible. From elementary schools all the way up to universities, virtual reality reality has emerged as an appealing way to deliver content that allows for an immersive learning experience. Additionally, VR technology is also on its way to the employee training industry. At the moment, for basically all jobs, an existing employee must reduce their productivity in order to demonstrate how to perform their job to new hires. With VR, a new team member could practice and prepare without interrupting their more experienced colleagues. Increased productivity, faster onboarding, and more thorough screening for qualified candidates are all possibilities. And there you have it, everything you need to know about gaming and how it is being used to help cure people's addictive illnesses. Make sure to let us know your thoughts down below, and as always, thanks for watching.